our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. Here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Sean Brady! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Malott!
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, early round action here. We'll see if tonight is the night that Sean Brady finally meets his match. You can argue this is the most avoided guy in the UFC's welterweight division right now. Just a marauding, suffocating ground game, a developing striking game that has also proven to be problematic for his fellow contemporaries. And Sean Brady looking for that signature next-level win that's going to vault him into welterweight contention tonight. And he's looking for that left hand, just missed. Brady gets caught by that straight punch. Can't take too many more of those. Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. Very nice leg kick there by Malott. Man, this is wild if you like offense. These fighters are going at it.
All gas, no brakes, baby, let's go.
Big right hand there. Oh, huge kick to the leg. Wow, what a kick. Strong hook lands. Oh!
Beautiful. Oh, elbow inside.
Nice job staying offensive there as he lands a shot from the bottom.
Getting them out here.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Just misses with a left hook there. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Overhand right, swing and a miss. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan. He passes to half. Oh, right into mount.
Brady's right back to the full mount.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth. Submission defense wins this transition.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
Brady's back into full guard. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop the
fight. You got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. 45 seconds to go here in round 1. Right hand lands. Takedown attempt late, and it's good. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. He needs to shove the knees. Get his opponent's knee off of his belly so he can get to his feet.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
And he's back up again. So the takedowns have been there, as have the get-ups.
Oh, big elbow.
All right, gets inside, gets the single collar tie here. Round 2 next.
All right, take a seat. Listen to me now. Sit back, relax, okay? You did great that round. Let's finish this fight on the ground. I want you to go out there and put him down again. He has no...
All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and gotta be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly. You're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 underway. Well, he certainly had his way with his opponent in that previous round, and with this guy, even when you know what's coming, sometimes it's still just hard to stop him.
Yes, because he's always changing it up. The first time, it may be a high crotch entry. The second time, you may get single. Third time, it may be double. Ultimately, it always leads to him in the top position, trying to find space for his ground and pound.
Brady gets caught by that straight punch there. All right, so how about this? The BJJ fighter just continues to land at will on the feet, not necessarily the way you drew it up today, Jim.
No, watching these two fight in preparation, you don't expect to see this playing out in front of you. The jiu-jitsu fighter normally is chasing takedowns, but he must have seen something in his opponent that is allowing him to get this type of success on the feet. He looks like he is evolving as a fighter, and that is very good for him and his team to see.
Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Left hook to the head.
Those are big strikes.
Malott's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent.
I mean, that right hand landed square.
Oh, nice jab there by Malott.
Oh, nice inside leg kick, yeah.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Colby Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight.
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Single leg takedown.
He passes to half guard.
All right, side control now.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Under 2 minutes to go. Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively here. This fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head.
Oh, damaging knee to the head.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Closes the gap and gets the single collar tie now. Quick jab. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. All right, right, so the redness is omnipresent now. He has absorbed a whole lot of body strikes. Pretty good poker face, but I'm not sure how many more of these he wants to take.
No, he doesn't. He needs to do something different. He cannot continue to get beat up like this. But it's on his opponent.
All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You gotta go with it. You gotta go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you as you hurt him. That was a slick transition. This is where he wants to be.
Malott's eyes closing up now. Not good for him. Oh, this one could be over soon.
Look at him. He's setting up a choke now. Look at that. He's setting it up.
Oh, look out, folks. That is tight.
It looks like it's getting going. He's out. What's the defense on this play?
Seconds winding down in round 2. 10 minutes in the books.
Stop.
All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and he heads back to the stool, and hopefully he can stay in this fight, because that is a severe cut that he's dealing with right now. All right, so as the cut man gets to work, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round.
Well, he's got some work to do. The cut man's gonna have to work a miracle, because this guy was on the receiving end of some real damaging shots. And if he doesn't do something different defensively, it's going to get worse. And if it gets worse, the fight may be stopped.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round. Malott's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point. Misses again with a right punch. Lands a big elbow there. Malott gets caught by that flush straight punch. Nice job by the offense there. High-level guard pass there as he moves into half guard.
You know the guy's going to his left on the pass, but you cannot stop it. He is tremendous at passing the guard. Now he's going full mount. Oh, he got to his spot.
I need you to fight back.
Oh, Mike Malott's in half guard.
Nice transition.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Well, on paper, it looked like a grappling advantage for him coming in, and largely, DC, that's the way it's played out. The takedowns, the ground. Oh, how about it? Just what the doctor ordered, he gets back to the feet.
John, it's like a Hail Mary. He needed to get up to his feet to give himself an opportunity. He got there. Now let's see if he can cash in.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys. There it is. Now he's going to mount. He's got to start throwing now. Once he got him cut, he recognized where he needs to be throwing these shots. And once again, he lands right on that cut.
Oh, working hard to get back up again, and he's there. Well, he put so much... Oh, he lands a big left hand.
Oh, there it is. That's that one, the right hand.
Big knee.
Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land.
He's hurt again. That one is starting to end the fight.
Yeah.
Beautiful level change.
Less than 2 minutes to go in round 3. Oh, he is masked in blood. I think I can actually pick out his blood type from here. Where's the doctor? Nice strike from the bottom fighter there. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Brady's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. The left punch is true, now the right hand. Oh, now lands a kick to the body.
Oh!
A lot of blood now, and yes, the doctor is going to be called in. The referee pauses the action. His nose is absolutely mangled.
It's smashed. He's done a great job of smashing that nose, pushing it back. You see the blood coming down the face into the mouth. But it should not affect him being able to see his opponent in front of him.
Not sure if the nose is broken or just busted up, but blood is splattered everywhere. Yeah, that's going to do it. That's the end of the fight. So
That's
a
the right
disappointing
call.
conclusion, but the right call.
The right call, John.
All right, the decision is inside the octagon. We send it to the veteran voice. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Sean Brady!
All right, so he called for the finish in our fighter meeting, and that's exactly how it plays out here tonight. They call Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu the gentle art. Nothing gentle about that submission.
I never quite understood that. It hurts. Jiu-Jitsu hurts. Arm bars hurts. Triangles hurt. And this guy is going to put you in something that's going to get you out of there. So it might be gentle in the term, but they are brutal in the effort. And tonight he showed exactly that.
All right, almost ready to go with this one. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Talia Santos. And now introducing your opponent, fighting out of the red corner, 12-gauge Paige VanZant.
You ready to fight? Ready. Go.
Well, she was born in Reno, Nevada, but her fighting home is Sacramento, California, in Team Alpha Male, and we've seen Paige VanZant make great strides thus far in her mixed martial arts career. A couple of UFC bonuses, but her shining moment to date, a performance of the night winning performance against Bec Rawlings. She finished her with a head kick back in 2016. We'll see if she can produce another highlight here tonight. Leads with the right hand, that'll work. Oh, nicely done by her there. She's got the single collar in the clinch. Oh, roundhouse kick, just when you thought you had seen it all.
She throws everything into that strike.
Strong uppercut there, that'll get her attention. Man, her kick to the body there was a beaut. So more output, at least in the early going. All right, so she gets the single leg takedown, DC. A nice job to enter and then change the angle to get the fight to the mat.
Yes, what a fantastic angle. What a great job of finishing that single leg takedown.
Working inside the half guard of Talia Santos. All right, full guard now, DC. She's on the bottom. What is she trying to do?
Well, she's got to throw up submissions to try to put her opponent on awareness. And these submissions will be used to reverse the position. Even if it gets defended, it will create space for her to try to get back to her feet or maybe to steal a sweep and trick her opponent.
And that left hook landed on the button. point. 3 minutes and counting to go here in round one. Well, she continues to stay busy, and no surprise, she continues to connect with these punches.
She's so fast and so accurate. And off the big double leg, double change. Oh, nice. She is so dominant from the top position. Oh, nice elbow. Great shot from the top position. She's so busy because it's working. She's doing a great job of landing those ground strikes.
VanZant's in half guard.
Oh, she's in trouble, dude. Oh, nice headlock.
Oh, looks like that submission's almost locked in.
Starting to get pretty deep here.
Oh, somehow she gets out.
I thought it was over. I thought it was over, but that's one thing you know. Never underestimate these fighters in submission defense.
Oh, reverses the position there. Nice transition by VanZant. Oh, and she's back up again. Nice job to post the hand and get back to her feet.
Oh, nice.
She's starting to put together some significant body work here, and these are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Effective jab there by VanZant.
All right, look, she's trying to set up that left now.
90 seconds and counting here in our opening round. Big power shot there.
Nice punch from that over the top.
Oh, beautiful lead kick is good there by Santos. Takedown defense is there. Oh, she's really starting to put together some significant body shots here, attacking both sides now. All right, so some adversity for her here. Looks like she has been opened up around that eye.
Anything worth having will not be easy, but she's got to protect that cut because it will get worse if she continues to get hit on it.
Oh, effective strike there from the clinch by VanZant.
Now we get some space as she separates from her opponent.
Lands a good series of kicks here. Wow. Well, I think if I was a fighter, I'd probably be a headhunter, but she is not that, right? She's invested in the body, and she's done some pretty significant damage to her opponent.
Absolutely. You know, you start to go there, and you land something, and you may think, wow, that was hard. Your opponent doesn't really respond. But as you start to pile them up on him, you start to see exactly what we're seeing right now. And now she can start to capitalize on that.
Massive head kick. So a strong 5 minutes down. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up.
I want your striking to be a little bit sharper. Punches go out.
All right, so she does survive to see the next round, but as we show you some replays, DC, nobody's going to be kissing her on the cheek anytime soon.
No, it's a nasty cut on the cheek. She got hit with some big shots, and they really have taken an effect on her. Look at the cut on the cheek, and it was that shot right there that opened up the cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here. All right, so as this round gets underway, let's see if the high-level action continues. Both women had their moments in that previous round. Now we'll see if there's more aggression, and we'll see if one fighter can really take control. Well, new round, same result as she continues to attack the body. Nice straight right lands. Just misses with the right.
She gets to the single collar tie. Look for her to move the opponent, pull the head down, and try to wear on her gas tank.
Well, I'm not sure her hands, her striking has ever looked better. She continues to land with volume, with pace, with power.
Yeah, with pace and pressure. It's an overwhelming feeling being in there with her when she's fighting at this level. When everything's working, she is as good as anyone in the UFC. Tonight, she is at her peak level.
Man, she's got it all going with the hands, with the feet tonight, and that cut is really becoming a factor now as this fight continues.
Yes, she's got to move, Jay. She's got to get on her bicycle. She's got to get to the middle of the round so that the cut man can get to work. Because the more she's in there, the more she tries to fight face first, the more that cut is going to open up. She's got to get moving. Big shot lands for both guys.
All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished.
Oh, beautiful sequence by her there. Gets her opponent thinking about the hands, changes levels, and puts her on her rear.
Go high and low. You got to mix it up. Trick your opponent. She did that beautifully right now.
Oh, that guillotine choke is tight.
Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
All right, well, she continues to try to set up submissions here, but there it is, gets denied again.
Once again, the submission is denied. This is just great submission defense. I mean, she's so locked in, she doesn't give you any chances. It'll be very hard to get her out of here with a submission.
Santos is in half guard. Trying to stay heavy here as best she can. Well, no surprise here. She backs off and welcomes her opponent back to the feet. Just over 2 minutes to go in round two. Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now. Santos's nose is cut now, and she's starting to deal with some blood in that area. Oh, effective strike from the clinch there by VanZant.
Great jab by her.
Well, she is clearly dominating and winning this fight, largely with her striking. The book on her coming in was that she's a monster in the gym. Hadn't really put it all together in the octagon until tonight.
All of her coaches talked about how special she was. And when the fight clicks, everyone's going to be impressed. Tonight, everything clicked, and you can see now that she has the ability to go real far in MMA.
All right, so no surprise to see her continuing to attack that area. That cut is going to get wider with every passing moment of the fight.
You know, generally you expect it to get worse. When you're fighting someone like her, you know it's going to get worse because she's as sharp and as crisp as any striker you ever step in the octagon with. So she's going to be on that cut and attacking that cut relentlessly.
Well, not just a high output fight to this point, but a high accuracy fight as well. Both fighters have absorbed a lot of damage thus far.
These two women have both fought so valiantly. They have really laid it out on the line tonight, and it's made for a very fun fight. Oh, this is big. That's big.
And we got a fight on our hands.
Oh, nice kick. Oh, big elbow.
VanZant's nose is just pouring blood right now. I'm no doctor, Daniel, but I'm not sure that thing isn't broken right now. Final seconds here of round two.
She gets to the clinch.
2 rounds in the books. All right, so with some urgency, the cut man making his way into the octagon as she heads back to the stool. That is a nasty cut that she is dealing with.
It's okay. We expected this type of fight. We trained for this. We're bloody.
Well, she absorbed way too many damaging strikes in that previous round. We'll see if we can isolate the replay that caused the cut.
Yeah, she was on the receiving end of a beating, man. It did not look competitive. And when you get hit with shots like this, big shots, shots that matter, you start to show damage. That cut opened up, and she is really struggling with it now.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, another round is now underway. Pretty good previous 2 rounds. We'll see who makes the requisite adjustments now moving forward.
The adjustments are going to be the key, John. When you're doing everything you're trained to do, and it stays this close, you gotta really switch it up. Wood Corner was able to relay that message to their fighter better in between rounds.
VanZant's cut is getting worse here. Man, is that bleeding. Nice front kick there. So she lands the double jab now, DC. And again, she has said a lot about not just being a one-trick pony, not just being one and done, but to continue to throw volume, and she is certainly doing that tonight.
She's doing a fantastic job fighting behind the jab. Look at her double it up. It's a thing of beauty.
Santos' right torso starting to bruise pretty good here.
She gets to the single collar tie. Look for her now to drive uppercuts up the middle to do damage on her opponent.
Oh, nice jab to the dome by VanZant.
She's so fast, so straight, everything just perfect. Everything perfect. Every strike, every kick, every punch. Everything's just perfect.
Oh, a nice inside leg kick landed there by VanZant. Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. All right, so she attacks the body yet again, and now you really see those bruises, Daniel, starting to accumulate.
Well, she did everything to do that, and she was able to stay the course. Even when something got blocked, even if something got defended, she never changed the way that she attacked. It's beautiful to watch a person so rooted in the game plan, and that game plan paying dividends.
Well, she gets back up here, but she is on wobbly legs. All right, referee's gonna step in here, and you gotta think they're gonna call on the doctor to look at her nose that looks nothing like it did yesterday at the weigh.
Well, the problem is she's blowing through the nose.
Yeah.
Her mouth is wide open, so now it's starting to swell. She's really struggling.
Well, the fans are booing the doctor, not the athlete, and it looks as though the fight is going to continue. We'll see how she chooses to proceed, given all the blood.
This is what she wanted, so now she's got to take advantage of it. She's got to empty the gas tank, trying to finish this fight.
All right, we'll see if she can rally here. The ref gets us back underway, but that is an injury that she's going to have to protect if she's going to stay in this fight.
Yeah, she's going to have to dig. I mean, this is going to be tough. It's going to be difficult in order for her to try to get her hand raised. But what she has is a chance, and that's all you can ask for, a chance to try and win the fight.
Well, not sure if there's an injury or something, but here we are late in this fight, and she absolutely needs a finish or she's not going to win this fight.
Well, she needs a finish. She's taking a beating. I mean, she's fatigued. She's exhausted. She sees a fighter that has gotten the best of her. I can understand the frustration, but she has to put all that out the window and go and try to chase a finish.
Santos' eye starting to swell now.
On point with that jab today.
Well, she has not responded well since getting knocked down by her opponent earlier in the round, and she's clearly losing this fight.
She's losing this fight. She looks defeated. She looks deflated. How is her corner going to get her back into the fight?
Under 2 minutes now to go in the fight. Oh, nice punch from the clinch by VanZant. Single leg takedown.
She's going after that cut over and over again, and the cut is only getting worse. Oh. You can't...
Herb Dean steps in! Holy smokes! How about it? Well, there is gonna be no denying her now. A huge TKO result here tonight, and this crowd is letting her know.
John, you know how much I love to talk, and I'm sitting here almost speechless because this young lady looked amazing. She said she was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what she did. Wow.
Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 34 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, Talia Santos!
Well, she is smiling ear to ear, and hard to blame her after she gets the win tonight by TKO. And really, everything she said about this fight coming in played out that way on Fight Night.
Sometimes you can say a lot of things, and you're not sure it's actually going to happen. Tonight, everything she said would happen did. Very rare, but she should be very proud of the work she got done tonight.
Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. And now, one more time for the official introductions. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Pereira! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Omari Wolverine Akhmedov!
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, here we go with round 1 action, and all eyes are on Poatan and Lex Pereira. So many layers to his striking game, but you can argue chief among them in terms of his weapons, those calf kicks. He uses that weapon early on in fights, so certainly something that bears watching. We'll see if the decorated kickboxer Lex Pereira can get those leg kicks going early. So we build this as a striker's delight and a good early sign for the boxer getting inside and landing that hook on the kickboxer.
Beautiful hook in close, staying tight so that the kickboxer is very limited with using his legs, but he can always... Oh, my God.
Oh, lands a hip toss now. All right, he's got him in the north-south position here, DC. When you're in this position, however rare it may be, what are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to lay on. I'm just trying to cut air from going to your body.
Akhmedov's trying to lock up on a submission now. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by Akhmedov. All right, half-guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting, because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter. These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Straight right is there. Under 3 minutes to go in round 1. All right, we told you off the top that he had a reach advantage, and he really is using it. Nice punch there. Man, he's got good hands. Beautiful strike there. All right, so we'll see what sort of defensive response ensues here. He's taken a lot of shots upstairs, and the swelling is there to prove it.
Got to keep those hands up. Might want to employ a high guard to try to ensure that the guy's not landing on those spots, because the swelling's starting now, and it's light. But if he takes many more of these types of shots, it's going to get real bad.
Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Oh! His opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
Oh, and now the hip toss in a good position now to go out there.
He did a great job of stepping all the way across to get that hip toss. Now look for him to start chasing down a submission.
Akhmedov's got the full mount.
Oh, watch the arm here.
Oh, he's got that arm in tight, DC.
Oh, this is tight.
Whoa, submission defense, he gets out.
I mean, calmness in that moment. It looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half from the arm. Connects with a beautiful jab. Trading huge big shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Keeping busy now, connecting with those punches. 45 seconds to go here in round one. Outstanding placement as he lands the knee to the body. Again, the taller fighter making noise with a knee strike there. Follows it up with a nice combination. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. Seconds to go. Beautiful kick to the body.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
What a round.
Stop!
Well, what a great round it was there. Concussive blows potentially on both sides. Both fighters got knocked down, and both will live to fight on.
Both of these fighters have dealt with adversity. Both of them understand that going into this next round, something has to change. I can dole it out, I can take it, but I don't want to be on the receiving end of any of those big strikes, especially the one that put him down.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, round two. All right, so here we go. The crowd on its feet as this next round gets underway. You saw in the previous round, both fighters got rocked. I don't think the scorecards are going to be needed for this one.
No, the scorecard will not be needed. If we continue to fight as we did in the previous round, somebody is going to sleep. Big inside kick.
Just out of range with the big right hand. Tries the flying knee to no avail. Back and forth we go. Lands the right hand over the top. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Oh, beautiful jab there. It's one thing to have length, of course, it's another to use it effectively. Beautiful job with that jab. Akhmedov's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. Well, that combination's going to test his chin. Nicely done. Staying busy in the clinch, lands a nice punch there. Akhmedov gets hit with that stiff jab there. Again, going back to the well with the jab, and why not? And he blocks the shot there. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands, every punch lands. He has just outclassed this guy on the feet. You have got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Beautiful body kick lands right under the elbow. Once you take that many kicks, it doesn't matter if they're hard or not. Those are a lot of kicks.
Pereira's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but not. Oh, big one!
He's in a lot of trouble. Oh, nice body shot.
We have crossed the midpoint of this one.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
So a much different approach from him here in round two.
Oh, he hurt him again, bro. When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect. Look at the control of the posture as they land that deep.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to ride in with every passing stroke.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you have got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Well, he has stayed busy and he has stayed accurate in this combination.
Very accurate, a lot of activity, and the hands look phenomenal tonight.
Just out of range with that uppercut. Akhmedov's eye is closing up.
Way to hide that leg kick. He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to wear on his opponent by pulling the head down and punching with the free hand.
Oh, nice straight punch there by Akhmedov. 20 seconds to go, round two. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Round three next. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, well, I'm no doctor. I'm not going to diagnose a broken nose, but a huge cut on the bridge, and his opponent continues to attack it.
Continues to attack it as he should. He did the damage. He was the one that landed the shot that opened up that cut. Now he's got to make his opponent pay for it. He was a bit lax in the defense, and now he's got that massive cut on the bridge of his nose.
Third round underway. Oh, he's hurt.
Nice leg kick. Another one.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Big ground and pound.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Pereira.
Getting them out here.
Now trying to trap an arm. Ooh, looks like it might be locked in.
Once he gets you going, he's got so many ways to finish arm bars.
Oh, how about that? He gives up on the submission. Looked pretty tight to me.
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back.
He passed the half guard.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Well, he's had...
Heard it again.
Oh, nice jab by Pereira.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and he lands another huge knee there as the taller fighter uses his length well. Yet again, look at the clinch there is good. Akhmedov's taking aim at that cut right now, DC, and you got to admire the fighter IQ, right? Might as well keep landing strikes on a target that you have damaged repeatedly throughout the fight. Just over 3 minutes to go in our third and final round. Takedown defense holds up. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
He comes forward with a flying knee that just missed hitting the target flush. Man, look at that damage on the right side of his body. Starting to really bruise now. And now leather being thrown on both sides. fight for the fans, maybe not so much for the judges. It's been back and forth.
It's been so close. I would not want to be sitting at the judges' table right now. I don't know who's winning this fight.
He's got to start throwing now.
All right, so another nice strike by him there, and he continues to attack that cut. Pretty sage decision by him to target that area.
We always talk about his fight IQ, John. We talk about his ability to recognize his advantages. That's exactly what he's doing. The moment he saw that cut, he got hurt again.
Oh my goodness, what a right hand.
Big elbow there, lands. What a great sequence by him, mixing up his strikes and once again targeting that already damaged, swollen throat. He's very...
The fight's over.
With a massive highlight at the Garden.
What a fight. What a fight.
So what a moment in this man's career. A huge finish in front of a capacity crowd. After party's gonna be on fire. How about it?
I mean, I'm just sitting here stunned because to watch a young athlete have a performance like this was really amazing. The finishing instincts, his ability to close the show, it was next level. It was amazing, John.
Bruce Buffer to wrap it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 49 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Alex Pereira!
All right, so another highlight for the real Alex Pereira, your winner by TKO.
He got him hurt, and when he found this moment, he jumped on him, got the finish. Generally, he puts your lights out. This time, he had to do a little extra work, but once again, Alex Pereira wins by stoppage.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Ciryl. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Sergei Pavlovich.
You ready to fight? You ready? Do it.
As intimidating as any heavyweight on this roster, past or present. Let's see how it goes early on here for the power packet, Sergei Pavlovich. This man scares the daylights out of me, DC, and he actually is able to inflict fear upon the opposition as well. A lot of these guys are sort of beaten before they get to the octagon against Sergei Pavlovich. If he can win tonight, he might find himself back in a championship setting sooner rather than later. Oh, the straight hand lands flush to the body by Gane.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
So there it is, the kickboxer successfully defends the first takedown attempt by the more balanced fighter. He said he might have to play defense early, did it well there.
Well, he's expecting the wrestler to fatigue. As the takedowns fail, he starts to get more tired. Then he will let his hands go, elbows go, knees go, and use all of his weapons to try and finish this fight.
Oh, you land island, is that what we're doing here? Uppercut lands now. Takedown defense holds up. And now some separation.
Nice block.
Well, few heavyweights move as well as the former interim champ Ciryl, and you see the footwork right away as this fight gets started.
Yeah, the footwork leads to the jab. the guy does a great job of moving into you, and then he pops you. And then the moment you start to rush, he drops the big right hand on you. Ciryl Gane is a hard puzzle to solve, especially as you go up in weight classes. Heavyweights don't move like Ciryl Gane, and you can see that as we watch him right now.
We march on, 3 minutes to go. Lands the double jab.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Trying the flying knee there.
And he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
All right, closed guard now. You gotta be careful though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
All right, so he lands another hook there. He's already landed several in the round, really starting to find some consistency with that weapon.
He's finding a hole for that hook. He does a phenomenal job of keeping the elbow tight, really twisting his hip into that punch. Nice reversal on the ground. Great job. Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Oh, hook shot blocked there by Gane.
Oh, big elbow.
Man, it's almost like he's got a rangefinder out there. Just too easy as he connects with another good series of punches there.
If you're boxing this guy and only boxing him, you will be in trouble.
Well, he was setting up the hooks early and often tonight. Watch for him to try to set it up again here. Again, they clinch.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine. He's gonna work hard to try to get the finish.
Oh, he escapes!
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Ciryl Gane. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Oh, now looking to posture up, and he lands a big head strike. Nicely done there by Pavlovich. Oh, there's another ground strike for good measure. All right, he's in a half guard position. Oh, might be trying to set up a leg submission here. Heel hook looks tight. Working for that submission.
It's always hard when you're trying to end the fight. Great submission defense on display.
Straight right hand, no good. Gane's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Round 2 is next. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, so now we have some real adversity. There's a cut on the nose. Hard to know if that's impacting the breathing, but some definite damage in that previous round.
Yeah, some real damage. And now when you get a cut like that, that is in a bad spot. Because every time you get hit on the nose, it's so jarring. And then the blood starts to go down into the mouth. He's got an uphill battle ahead of him.
Ready.
All right, let's get to round 2. Oh, you gotta love the leg kicks, and there it is. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruits. He gets to the single collar time. Look for him to now start to find uppercuts up the middle to try to do damage to his opponent.
This pace is just absurd. He has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Cater. Punches and bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight.
Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking to this cut. Easier said than done.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard. You heard him again. Oh, landed some big shots, too.
Gane's eye is closing up. Well, he continues to stay busy, and he continues to land with volume punches here.
I mean, volume, but he's not wasting anything. He's so accurate out there. Good combination there.
3 minutes now to go in this one. Great job by Ciryl Gane to use his feet to get inside and land the jab. A lot of people are going to be trying to take this guy down, but he moves so well.
People talk about Ciryl Gane as if he moves like a welterweight. No, he moves more like a bantamweight. We have always talked about guys moving well at 135. Ciryl Gane moves like one of those guys at heavyweight. That's why he presents so many problems. And not only does he have that beautiful jab, he possesses so much power that can put you up.
Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round 2. Well, the striking clinic continues, and he's wise to attack that already damaged area upstairs.
He's attacking that damaged area for the opponent. He's got to get that head moving on an axis. Cannot be straight on the center line. That center line, you got to get off of it. You cannot go forward without moving your head.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Gane gets back up again. There's his jab. Well, some fighters, when they get cracked in the mouth, they respond well. He got stunned earlier in the round and hasn't really recovered or gotten back into things.
People react differently, right? Some people just get back going. He's having a hard time building his way back into this fight.
Oh, man, the hard hook lands again. He's had that weapon going on now.
It's one of his best strikes. He does a good job of turning on it, landing it, and getting back to distance and safety so that he doesn't have to take anything in return. To Malott. Yep, got to be very careful there.
Oh, man, every time he lands, it's right on that cut. That is going to have a profound impact on him moving forward.
Massive shot from the top.
Oh, another strike lands from the top. Pavlovich is right back to the full mount here. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game team.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now he's continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing tonight.
Gane's cut on his nose, manageable for a while, maybe not so much now. That thing is pouring blood. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician. All right, so that horn signifies the end of the round. Gane's corner, yes, definitely concern on their faces about that nose. Perhaps it was broken in that last round. Gotta figure that's gonna give him fits the rest of the way. All right, let us get you some replays from the damage in that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the shot that opened the cut.
I mean, just some big shots landed over the course of that round. And he wasn't responsible defensively. He was trying to tough out way too many situations. You can't do that when you're fighting a guy like this. If he doesn't change something, he's going to find himself in trouble.
Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Gane's really bleeding heavily now. You got to think they might bring in the ringside physician to take a look at that cut between rounds. Oh, man, how is he standing? Brutal knee to the body. Nice jab there by Gane.
Hands high, hands high.
Nice punch to the head. Oh, big elbow.
He's cut. Give him the elbow.
Back to the leg kick now. That one's no good. Oh, nice jab up top by Ciryl Gane.
That one slipped in. Nice strike.
Oh, you gotta like the output here. So aggressive with the strikes. He continues to light him up. Gotta be careful here not to gas out, of course, but you gotta like the offense we're seeing from him, especially in this round. Pavlovich is in half guard now. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Oh, beautiful transition right into side control. Oh, big shots from the top.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Gane's back in full guard.
Always offensive. Lands a shot from the bottom.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes. All right, well, the ref's gonna step in here. He has done a job on his nose. You see what I did there? Nose shot.
But John, it's a bloody nose. We've all had bloody noses. We got bloody noses in our first fight at 7 years old. So I'm pretty sure they'll let him keep fighting.
All right, looks as though the fight is going to continue. The referee checking on the athlete one more time.
A bit surprising. I didn't know if they would let this guy continue, but here we go.
Ready.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway after that brief health and safety check. And to no one's surprise, the fans support the decision for the action to continue.
Absolutely. I mean, this official decided you can go. Even though at times the fighter may question whether or not he can do it, we have very smart ringside officials that make it.
Oh, man, DC, he would appear to be in real trouble. Pavlovich's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career.
Now he's going full mount. Now he's got good body position, yup.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. 2 minutes now to go in this one. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Pavlovich is back in full mount. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though.
Wow, so somehow, some way in this final round, back to the feet.
It's like he's playing the lottery, John. He's got to his feet now. Oh, another one.
Gane's nose is absolutely mangled at this stage of the fight. I'm no doctor, but I feel pretty convicted in saying that thing is definitely broken, and we might get a ringside physician or a referee to stop this fight here soon.
Another big takedown.
Cut down.
1 minute to go. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Gane.
Keep the pressure going on that ground game. Let's go.
Well, this UFC fight is sort of dissolving into a horror movie. I don't need to see any more damage inflicted.
You don't have to lose everything on one night. His corner can stop the fight now, and he would be mad now, but he would appreciate them later because it will extend his career going down the line.
Just missed with that right hand. All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. Right? He should be focused on keeping to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now it's on him to continue on the path and make the ringside position, come in here and try to stop this fight.
All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 29-28, 30-27, 29-28, with a winner by unanimous decision, Sergei Pavlovich.
All right, so no surprise there as he gets it done on all 3 judges' scorecards. He kind of was confident if this was just a kickboxing match, but obviously he mixed it up and it paid dividends tonight.
It's mixed martial arts, and he showed that tonight. He showed that developing every skill in the game is what's going to be important as you have championship aspirations. He did it, got a massive victory, and wins a superior decision.